What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Dissect That Film, where we dissect your favorite films, film franchises, and TV. This is a live stream, so woo!
Technical difficulties.
Yay!
It's okay.
What's going on? I am your host, Brett Parker. Joining me, as always, is the wonderful Dan and Angela of DNA Gaming.
Hello.
So, as I was saying when I was muted that no one could hear other than Dan and Angela, is this is our June wrap-up episode, our live stream, where we're going to sit down and talk about all the awesome episodes that we released in June, and we're going to talk about all the awesome things that we are releasing in July. Very exciting stuff. Very exciting stuff. How are we doing tonight, now that everything is working on my end? I'm blaming me for everything, because it was all my fault.
Well, at least they didn't see before when our camera wasn't working. It was just
I know.
nothing.
Technical cameras. Fuck off, PCs.
Yeah. Versus
Nothing wants
Parker
to be
having
recognized.
camera problems.
Oh,
Now we're having camera problems. Got it fixed though. Pretty sure we figured it out.
just gonna toss the one camera out the window.
Yeah,
See you
stupid
later.
Logitech.
You're useless now. Yeah.
I'm tired and I hurt. That's what's going on with me today.
Well,
Long day.
you have a reason to hurt.
Totally worth it. I smoked some bitches today. That's all that matters. If I could get away with bagging them, I would have fucking bagged them too.
Wait. What happened today?
Today was our yearly employee day at work, and we went paintballing.
Ooh, fun.
I've never been before.
That's fun.
And mind you, probably with humidity and heat index, it was over 100 degrees today. And we were down in the holler. I almost died in the second round, but after that, we had a lot. We had a blast. We were feeling it afterwards. I'm feeling it now. I already took a nap, but I feel like I'm gonna have to take another nap after that nap. Like, I'm fucking tired.
You don't get
Yeah, but it was a good time. It was fun. Maybe I'll tell more about that later, but
There you go. Well, I'm glad you had fun.
no, absolutely.
And I'm glad after you were done, you felt your age.
Oh god, yeah, dude. Like, I exercise all the time, and I got done. I was like, God, my fucking legs are killing me. Like, I'm just dying. I'm dying here.
just tired thinking about it.
Oh, it was so fun though.
So yeah, so this is our second. Is this our second live stream that we've done? I know we've done other live streams in the past, but not in the same vein as we're doing this. Yeah, we are just gonna go through all of the episodes that we did in June. We're gonna talk about, the performances and stuff like that. And we would love to hear feedback, not just here in the chat, but also on our YouTube channel. Make sure to leave us reviews if you listen to us. A lot of people are listening to us on Apple Podcasts, and we're not getting reviews. We're not getting ratings. We need those to help the show get some traction and get it into more people's ears, because we want more people to listen to the show. Of course, it's the whole point. We want to give you guys quality entertainment, which we try to do every week.
The effort's
And
there.
I think we do a pretty good job.
We did.
But yeah, it's just, if you listen to us on Apple Podcasts, you can leave us 5-star reviews, or leave us whatever you think we deserve, and leave us a little review on what you think about the show, because it's really cool to hear those things from people who are listening. Even people who may not like the show. Let us know what's going on. We want to hear from you guys, so you can help us improve the show down the road. Or if you're just there to be a dick, then we're just not gonna take your advice.
help us help you, help us all.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
If you listen to us on Spotify, make sure to leave us a 5-star review over there. You can't leave reviews, but you can leave a rating. So make sure to leave us that 5-star review. Because like I said, the more reviews and ratings we get on all these platforms, the higher up we go on the charts, the more ears, the more people are gonna notice our show, and the more people are gonna listen.
Give us your ears.
Give them to us, like Vincent Van Gogh.
Yes, lend me your
Give it to me.
ears.
In Diablo 2, you'd get that when you'd kill somebody in PvP. I don't know if it's like that in 3 or not, but you'd get their ear.
I want all
Because that was it's like a prize, a trophy for.
You just hang them up on the
So in the month of June, let me go to our episodes here. in the month of June, we released 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 episodes between 3 different shows. We have our Fresh Cuts, which is where we sit down and talk about new release movies. We kind of just do slight summaries of the plot. We just talk about whether, what we liked, what we didn't like about the movie, and all that. We have our normal podcast, which is where we talk about a specific movie. We do like behind the scenes stuff, and we also talk about, we literally go through the entire plot of the movie. Very mediocre plot synopsis, not very detailed. It's the best my notes can be,
Mediocre.
Yeah, the best. It all depends on how well I take notes on the movie. And then we have our Slice of TV, where we sit down and talk about TV shows. We only did one Slice of TV this month, or last month. We did, me and Andrew Schoening sat down and talked Obi-Wan, which was 2 hours long. Yikes. So our next Slice of TV, which I'm very, very excited about, is me and Angela are going to be sitting down talking about Stranger Things.
Heck yeah.
Season 4. And what we're probably going to be doing is, since the entire season's out, we're still probably going to break it down, because I don't know it, so the Obi-Wan is doing pretty good with downloads, but the thing is do you want a 2-hour one whole episode talking about something, or would you rather, me and Angela would end up recording the whole thing at once, but every week I'd break it down, maybe 3-4 episodes to kind of give you a little bit of chunks instead of giving you like a 2.5-hour episode. That's something I'm probably going to throw up on Twitter. We're still talking about when we're going to be recording it. It's we're probably going to do a quick refresher on the season, just to get our minds sharp for it, because it's going to be it's going to be a lot of fun. I can't wait to talk about the show. I actually have merch ideas because of this show.
Oh Christ.
Very, very excited. It's very simplistic. I won't say anything yet until I can figure out how to do it and we can get it done. And also other merch stuff ideas. We still got the it's a movie shirt that I just need to figure out exactly what I want to do with it. And it's all up to Angela whether she wants her face on a shirt or she just wants the phrase on the shirt. All right,
I want my face on a shirt.
All right, well, we're going to figure it out, and we're going to get that merch set up as quick as possible. Yeah, and we also have new merch. We have our black logo up on our TeePublic shop, so make sure to go check that out. It's really cool. I actually just got a t-shirt, so I'm excited to get that in with the new black logo on it.
Hopefully it takes longer. It doesn't take nearly as long as last time.
Yeah, and hopefully I get the right shirt.
Yeah.
After waiting all that time. That was a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
Hope it's a black shirt with a black imp logo on it.
That's what I said. I was going to get a black shirt with a black logo.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. So,
it's heather black, so it's not solid black.
So
you're already halfway there. Sorry.
The month of June was actually really good with numbers. We averaged around 30 downloads per episode, which
pretty good.
In my eyes, that's really good. It's if we can get over 20, that's where I'm like, all right, at least that's when I know. Yeah, people are listening to the show. That's all I give a shit about. I mean, I do want to see our numbers go up, and I want to see more people listening to the show and watching on YouTube, because we do have video forms of every podcast over on our YouTube channel. But I know that it's an algorithm thing over on YouTube, like long form stuff on YouTube, like podcasts. It's kind of hard to get people to watch it. It's tough, but it's one of those things where I don't stress about it. Like, it's, our subscriber count has really been stagnant for the last 2 months, but I'm not stressing about it. It's one of those things where it's like, if you want to watch it, I know there are people out there, and I know personally people who do watch the podcast on YouTube. So that's who it's for. And if people subscribe, unsubscribe, whatever you got to do, it is what it is. This week, I recommend watching this week's episode because
Yes.
we got Sean and Joe from Movie Dumpster to hang out with us for almost 2.5 hours to talk about Anaconda. Well, I say talk about Anaconda, but it was like there's Anaconda. My description, which will be, you'll see it when the video is released, is there's an Anaconda review in there somewhere. It's in there, but there's other stuff just thrown around. It's unhinged. It's uncensored. It's fucking wild, but it was a blast.
Keep your eye out or you'll miss it.
Yep. It's
Exactly.
all about baby birds and what not to do
Baby
with it.
bird.
Yes. And the guys from Movie Dumpster are awesome.
Oh,
it was
fantastic.
It was one of those like surreal moments because like I'm a big fan of them, and to actually like ask somebody, like it's one of those things where it's like you're a fan of somebody, but you're always afraid to ask them, you know,
Yep.
hey, you want to do something, like you want to collab, and it's mostly like you do it and they never respond to you.
Yeah. Rejection is a harsh mistress, dude.
Yeah. So the fact that it was like, hey, you want to be on our show, which, you know, we're still growing. We're still new. If you think about it. I mean, we've been doing it for over a year now, but I still consider us newer on the scene. And the fact they said yes pretty much immediately, it was like, oh my God. We're something, guys. We're something.
Yeah.
Hey, I missed the start. Busy building shelves. Rudy, welcome in. Welcome in.
Well, at least you're being constructive. Last time you were around, we were blowing stuff up, so.
Yeah. Last night.
I'm sorry.
Blowing all the things out.
I was sleeping when you guys were streaming, so.
No, it's all good. It was just pulled out of our ass. Seemed like something to do, so.
It was a weekend. I got a lot of sun Monday or yesterday, so I was very exhausted, and I drank a lot over the weekend, so it was like my body was like, time to shut down. You have to wake up early tomorrow.
Yeah. I drank a lot more than I normally do last night, so.
It was a fun weekend.
Shot.
I wasn't.
In between, like, you didn't see her behind the camera, but she's just like knocking down Jack.
Like I was
them.
telling people, and actually, this is what my buddy Bob said. He was like, "I'm not celebrating the 4th. I'm just celebrating beer." And I was like, "There we go."
Yeah, we were just blowing shit up.
Listen,
It wasn't celebrating.
Celebrate your nation's independence by blowing up a small part of it.
Yes.
There's people doing that without having to do fireworks.
I know.
All right, we're not getting political here. Oh man, putting together Ghostbuster display. Hell yeah, man. Oh yeah.
Oh, that's cool. I did Ghostbusters.
Hell yeah. Is it? I mean, it has to be OG or go home.
It's like a lick and stick display, right?
Yeah. What do you think? That's how I get all these on the wall.
Absolutely.
I licked the back of the frame of that poster.
It's like a big ass stamp. Like, God, my tongue is dry. Why do they still do this? Don't just have the peel.
It's just it's just like did you watch Seinfeld?
No.
Oh. Great show. One of the best sitcoms ever made. But one of the main characters in the show, his fiance he buys cheap envelopes for their wedding invitations, and she licks so many it like becomes toxic and it ends up killing her.
Okay.
And it was just like the most nonchalant thing where he like comes out of the hospital and he's just like, she's dead. And they're like,
oh wow,
oh, and then episode ends, and I was like, God, this show's so good.
Just like a sad trombone.
Just walked away. So we started off the month with a fresh cut of the Disney Plus movie Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers. That again, a movie that was a lot of fun. We talked about Peter Pan and the sad history of Peter Pan, and the fact that it was pretty much it was a sequel to Roger Rabbit, just the whole look and design of it.
Oh, absolutely. Dude, I'm just mad there weren't more male dancers in it. That was really upset me.
Imagine they put the thing from Saturday Night Live where it's Chris Farley and Patrick Swayze
please.
dancing. Oh, it would have been so good. We don't. So Rudy, we don't have a Discord. I've been debating on creating one, but it would be more of a Patreon. So at some point we're going to start a Patreon. We've been talking about it for quite a while, but I'm thinking it's going to be happening very, very soon. And we're probably just going to start very little, where we might, like, it would be up to me to get episodes edited and downloaded early enough where we can release episodes early for Patreon members for like $1, which is like the lowest I think you can go. And then everybody else would just get the episode on the normal release date. And then if you're a Patreon member, we probably set up a link. If you have to be a Patreon member to get into the Discord, because Discord is awful. I'm in great Discords, and then there's Discords I'm like, why am I still here? No, not yours. Stop it.
Yes.
Because we don't talk.
No, I'm bad.
No, that doesn't mean it's a bad Discord.
Oh yeah, it does.
It's just people. I want to sit down. We're all gonna sit down and we're gonna discuss stuff, and we're gonna come up with a perfect. Well, not a perfect, because there's no such thing as a perfect Discord, but like just a better system where people aren't going in there to abuse it for themselves. It's gonna be just I want to form like people who want to talk about movies, because that's the whole premise of the show. And that's kind of what I want the Discord to be, is just talking about life, talking about movies, talking about the shows and stuff like that. That's kind of the whole thing. So the Discord and the Patreon, they're in my head as an idea. They're going to happen at some point. The show's not going anywhere anytime soon, so I'm not in a huge rush to be like, all right, we got to do this, this, and this, because life, it gets in the way. And, we have to worry about other things before we worry about this. We make so that's the story. Now I'm sticking to it.
It's in the way.
See?
Would
Rudy
you
will be there.
Would you stop?
Just get you taken out of the way. Get out of here!
Yeah, absolutely.
Move that. Don't keep humping my chair.
Bumper cars.
That is not what it looked like. Sorry.
So in the month of June, we covered 4 movies on our Fresh Cuts series, which I think is the most Fresh Cuts we've done in a single month since we started the show.
Busy.
It was a packed month,
right?
dude.
We did Chippendale Rescue Rangers, Top Gun Maverick, Jurassic World Dominion, and Lightyear. At some point, you're going to get a Fresh Cut for the Black Phone, but I got to wait for my brother, and we all know how that goes. So at some point we're gonna get that out. But I'm not really concerned when it comes out. It'll get to you guys at some point. And then of course, like I said, our next slice of TV is going to be Stranger Things season 4, and we'll come up with an idea of how we want to release that. For movies, though, it was an interesting month. We covered a lot of movies, a lot of like classics. We only covered one movie that came out within the last 10 years over the course of June, and that was Shin Godzilla, which was our first podcast episode we released in June.
Fuck yeah, it was.
Then we talked about E.T. and The Thing, because they were both celebrating their 40th anniversaries. And then we stayed in the 80s, talked about the Terminator, because we had to finally jump into the franchise that everybody voted for.
Yeah.
So we finally jumped into that. And then our last episode we just released was Terminator 2, which is right now it's doing good. It's actually one of our most viewed episodes on YouTube in the last like 2 months.
Which is weird. Like everybody's talked about that movie. I feel like when we do big movies like that, people don't watch or listen because everybody else has already talked about it. Like what insight could we possibly add?
We got a comment on that video because I guess I misread information where I stated that Linda Hamilton got nominated for Best Supporting Actress for Terminator 2, but she was campaigned by James Cameron to be on the list to be nominated for Best Supporting Actress, but she didn't make the cut. And somebody pointed it out in the comments, and they were very nice to say, I don't want to sound mean, and then stated that information. I said, thank you very much. No, it was cool. I like that.
Shit.
No, I'm just
you're
kidding.
A fucking idiot. Read your...
Listen, do your research. Double check.
I know.
Say things correctly.
Proofread.
So thank you to the commenter on that video, because those comments are nice. I mean, you don't always have to state like, I don't want to sound mean. It's like, this is the comment section of YouTube. Like we've gotten a pretty bad comment on a YouTube chat, on a YouTube video, so I'm not too overly concerned. And who knows if we don't get one for this upcoming one, because the last one was when we had a guest on our show the last time.
Yes, it was.
It wasn't their fault.
Are you ready for round 2?
Yeah, let's see. Let's see who we can offend this time.
Absolutely. Yes. I want to see what our first, unless this happened and I try, I want to see what our first bad review is. Like, that's what I want. I want to see what people write. Unless we have one.
You mean like on a podcast service?
Yeah. Oh. I'm just waiting. I'm just really curious what people say.
I haven't seen one in a while. Yeah, I haven't seen a bad review yet. Man, we can pull up some stuff here. We haven't gotten any new ones lately, but yeah, all of the shows looking good. Lightyear, I think, is our like lowest performing show for the month of June, but still over 2080 downloads. So to me, that's success.
Oh, yeah, it works for me.
And we're
views is views.
And to be honest, it's. I mean, right now, the Batman episode has 86 downloads, which is like holy shit. And then
the Batman,
the actual podcast episode, not our fresh cut of it.
Okay.
But like, I'm seeing good numbers, and I'm very happy with it. It's one of those things where you gotta kind of go with the flow. Like sometimes you're gonna have really strong shows, and then sometimes they're not gonna be as strong. But as long as there's consistency, I'm okay with it.
I'm sure.
So for the month of July, we already released Terminator 2, which technically came out in July 1st, but I'm going to consider that the end of June for this. Our first technical episode of July is going to be this Friday's episode, which again, as we talked about, we hung out with the guys from Movie Dumpster, and we talked about Anaconda for 2.5 hours, and it was a blast. We literally recorded until like 12:30 at night. It was late. I had to wake up early. Late. Dan had to wake up early, but you know what? It was one of those things where I looked out at the time. I was like, shit, it's late, but I was like, I could keep going.
Yeah.
It was like, a lot of fun. We were in the zone. So I'm very excited for everybody to listen to that. And then this weekend we'll be recording Terminator 3: Rise of the Machines.
Looking forward to that one.
Oh, very, very excited. I haven't seen that movie in years. Like, it's been probably since I've been in high school, maybe. So 10 plus years already. So you're in for a treat. Listen, I remember it not being awful. It's just not like you're going from Terminator, and then Terminator 2 is like, ooh, and then it's like Terminator 3. It's just a sharp decline from Terminator 2, which is one of the greatest sequels ever made. So how do you keep going when that movie kind of ended the story? It's like, oh, no, never mind, guys.
Up there.
It's like Friday the 13th Part 6 to Friday the 13th Part 7.
Yes. Yeah.
It's not a bad movie. It's 100%. Okay. But it's not Part 6.
So, yeah. So we're going to be doing Terminator 3 next week. So that would be, the 15th? That's when that'll be released. And in between that, I'm going to be on a podcast talking about the Avengers on the Stew World Order podcast, which I'm very excited about. To talk about the Avengers.
Parker's breaking off and leaving us.
This isn't the first time he's done that. He never tells us. He's like, I'm gonna go off and do cool shit. You stay here. Okay.
Listen. People are like, hey, anybody want to be on the show? And I go, sure, I'll be on it. And they're like, okay.
You just fucking with you, dude. You just got all the connections. You just don't tell us about. Like, you just show up and record our shit. You don't get involved in anything else. You stay right in your fucking lane.
Sit, Ubu, sit.
Sit, Ubu, sit.
Good dog.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Is anybody gonna get that reference?
I don't know if anybody else is old enough to know that.
Is that like one of those like after the show ends type thing? It was like one of the studios where it was that.
yeah.
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 He's like, have a good time. Like that guy too. You ever seen that one?
Or Bad Robot.
Oh, or that's a bad hat, Harry.
Which is Bryan Singer's production company.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. It's unfortunate that has to be linked to Bryan Singer. But and then Bad Robot is J.J. Abrams.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Robot.
So yeah, so we're doing Terminator 3,
At all.
and then after Terminator 3, we're going to be doing Terminator Salvation, which I'm actually very excited about because I haven't seen that movie in a long time, and I remember loving that movie, and people, like, I've seen things about it recently where people just don't like Terminator Salvation, and I'm like, I remember it being most people remember it because that was when Christian Bale flipped out on a guy during filming
Yes.
because he like walked in front of the light. It's so good. And then I don't know what we're doing after that. We have some ideas, but we might push those away. We might try to pick a different movie to do. So what we're going to do is we're not going to... When we do film franchises, especially ones that have a lot of films involved in them, so for example, Terminator, and like Transformers, because do I want to watch 5 Transformers movies in 5 straight weeks? Absolutely not.
I barely want to watch 2 of them. Holy shit.
Well, actually, technically, we're going to be doing 6 because there's Bumblebee as well. But
do like Transformers. You got the touch. Farewell.
we're going to do Transformers 1980. Was it 1984?
I think 84, yeah.
Yeah. Or Transformers the movie.
Yep.
Start off strong and then just fucking die off.
Just
With
gonna
Marky,
jump off his
with
head.
Marky Mark. Hey, it's a robot. Transforms into a car. Oh my god. I don't know how to
Yeah.
read. I'm Mark Wahlberg.
Don't worry, he doesn't have to read. Fuck, I was about to say he didn't have to read any books from that one. I don't think he's a fucking archaeologist
What's up,
or some
Sabanchi?
shit.
What's going on? 87.
87.
Wait, Transformers was 87?
Holy shit, I was alive when that came out?
You need to. I
thought it was earlier than that.
Not that I don't believe you.
He doesn't believe you.
He doesn't believe himself.
Gotta have faith. How you doing, Justin? Shut.
Ah, we were both wrong. 1986.
Oh, Zero's born. Fuck.
Oh!
I was born then.
There was Transformers: The Return of Optimus Prime in 1987. There, sorry, I had to do it.
Okay, Justin, we still appreciate you being here, dude.
Yeah,
Keeping us on our
Thank you
toes.
so much. Appreciate you. Yes, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Is we're gonna start off really strong, and then it's just gonna be like, ooh.
Yeah, that's true.
It's either, 86. Yep. The cartoon started in like 84, 85, then the movie was between seasons 2 and 3.
Yeah, when they killed everybody off, like, we need more toys. Let's bring these other characters in.
Optimus, no!
Take this, hot rod. You will become Rodimus Prime.
Oh man, Transformers: Dark of the Moon was on TV recently, and goddamn, that like Michael Bay just frustrates me in his filmmaking. There's literally a whole scene where he works in an office run by John Malkovich, who is the most cartoonish character in that movie, and the entire office is color coded, and Shia LaBeouf's character is like the mail boy, and his hot ass girlfriend comes in and sits there eating Twizzlers, wearing the shortest dress of all time, and flirting with John Malkovich. And John Malkovich, there's a scene where she like walks away and John Malkovich does this, and I was like, fuck.
Dude, that movie, I actually, Dark of the Moon was not a bad film.
It's not a bad.
I enjoyed it. It's just too fucking long.
They're all too long. Well,
They are.
I really enjoy Transformers, the first Transformers. That's
Transformers is
my
fun. We
favorite
watched
one to
that in
watch.
theaters.
It's not a great movie, but it's the first one. It's the first one of the entire of this series that just went on way too long. And I just remember going to see it in theaters, and it was a fucking blast to see in theaters. And it's celebrating. I can't believe it came out 15 years ago. I think today or yesterday was its 15th anniversary. I was like, jeez.
Yeah, we went and see it in theaters, and that was the first movie that movie had the first trailer for Cloverfield before it.
Yes, a movie that I didn't really like when I first saw it.
Just for relevancy for people in the kaiju community, it was a big deal. So like, because it was that teaser trailer, it doesn't tell you anything. It's literally just like the snippets of the party, and then it ends with the Statue of Liberty head, and that's it. That's all you got. I thought that was cool.
I hate found footage. I hate it. I hate shaky cam found footage. I get enough shaky cam with Michael Bay. I don't need. Oh, trying to fucking record. What's happening? Like, relax there, Jim.
Chill out.
Damn, dude. And then they made 10 Cloverfield Lane, which was like, that's a good fucking movie.
That was
it was so good.
That was very good.
Very good movie. Bumblebee hits G1 fans in the feels. Bumblebee's one of, like, when it comes to the Transformers series right now, like the Michael Bay style ones, I just have an affection for the 2007 Transformers and then Bumblebee. Seriously. The other ones are kind of just trash.
I wish Jazz lasted longer.
I know.
You want a piece of this? No, I want two.
Yeah. He's a little, like, he's so tiny. Just spots him in the head.
I hate that Hugo Weaving did Megatron in that. I'm sorry.
Really?
Those first three. I mean,
it's good that Frank Welker came back and did the voice.
I know. I was like, why did you just do that? Listen, if you can bring back fucking Optimus Prime, make Frank Welker Megatron. It doesn't need to be a big actor. It's just fucking Transformers. Nobody gives a shit that it's Hugo Weaving with so much heavy voice alteration. You can't even tell it's him. Nobody cares.
I mean, I didn't mind it because I wasn't that connected with the animated show. But I did appreciate the fact that Frank Welker came back and did the voice of Galvatron in he did the voice of Galvatron in the fourth one too, right?
Yeah, and he also
stupid.
He also did Shockwave and Soundwave in the third one as well. But I'm just saying, I'm not really a big like Transformers guy, but like if you've got such a fan following, and it's like Frank Welker and Peter Collins, right? Is that the name? Is his name?
Peter Collins.
Optimus. Yeah. If they're your two biggest people, why just bring one when you could easily bring both? What the? He's only doing voices for snakes and rodents, and what else is fucking Frank Welker doing?
We're going to be talking about, on this week's episode, when we do Anaconda, Frank Welker is going to be mentioned because he does a voice in that movie, but we won't tell you of who. You'll have to figure it out yourself. Jazz, my favorite automotive, makes it through the entire animated series to get murked in the first. Yeah, I know.
Right?
That is bullshit. They have no respect. It's.
I love Jazz. I'm sad.
So most of the Bay Transformers are okay. Just skip Revenge of the Fallen because it was made during the writer's strike and that movie shows it. I mean, to be honest, Transformers 07 was good. And I'm saying that because I just really enjoy watching it. I'm not saying like it's actually a good movie because it's kind of not. Revenge of the Fallen is just a mess. And if that was the case, then that makes perfect sense. Dark of the Moon, I enjoyed it. Had a lot of cool destructive things, but all the human shit in these Transformers movies are awful. They're all dumb. Like what's her name? McDermott. She played like one of the generals or something in the third one. Yeah. She was like the boss lady, and she's like talking shit to Sentinel Prime. Like this dude could literally just fucking just squish you like a bug, and you're talking to him like he's got to listen to you.
Does not give two shits.
It's awful. She's a great actress too, and she played such a clown in that movie.
But that's unfortunately a trope for those movies. It's got the same Michael Bay bullshit in like every single one of those movies. But the guy, even though I'm not a big fan of, the guy can do good stuff. I love Con Air.
Oh,
he also did Armageddon, right?
He didn't do Con Air.
Michael Bay did Con Air, didn't he?
No, he didn't.
Who the fuck did Con Air? He did The Rock.
I think Tony Scott did Con Air.
Fuck two.
I could be. No, Simon West did Con Air.
Damn it. Okay. Well then the Rock.
So he did The Rock, which is a great movie. 90s. I love 90s, early 2000s Michael Bay. When you have Bad Boys, The Rock, Armageddon. Armageddon's hit and miss for me. I don't like it as much as most people. It's better than Deep Impact. Deep Impact's not even that bad. It's just kind of boring. What's up? I'm trying to think of something else that Michael Bay did in the 90s. He did The Island. You remember The Island? Had like Ewan McGregor and Scarlett Johansson, where they're like clones living on an island trying to escape. One pluck, you're in the atmosphere. Yeah, exactly. And she's up there like, listen to me there, giant robot. Yeah, she was a clown. Oh yeah, as a Transformers fan, I will agree those movies could have done better with less human. Oh, absolutely. The fourth Transformers is one of those like. It would have been better. It would have been better if Mark Wahlberg wasn't in it. And I don't hate Mark Wahlberg. I think he has done. He's been in good movies. I don't. I like Mark Wahlberg. I just think he sucked in those two Transformers movies. But everybody sucked in the fifth one. That movie sucks. Like I would rather watch Revenge of the Fallen 100 times over than watch The Last Night. Because that movie it was almost 3 hours long, and I fell asleep the first time I watched it, and not because I was tired, it's because it was boring as fuck. And Anthony Hopkins, who is one of the greatest actors ever to live, sucked in that movie. He phoned it in. He got a paycheck and was like, "I'll be a fucking work nut."
Do you think? It's you don't like Mark Wahlberg in those movies because he's not talking to a ficus?
Yes, that is definitely where I get my hatred for Mark. No, I don't hate Mark.
Where you draw the line.
Oh God, he's a fellow masshole. Okay, we gotta have some connection here, you know.
Listen, you don't have to like him. But...
He's just spreading all those Wahlburgers around like they're fucking candy on Halloween. Here, you get a Wahlburgers. You get a Wahlburgers. Everybody gets a Wahlburgers.
There's like 6 down from your house.
But The Happening is trash. It is probably the worst movie I've ever seen. It's the only movie I've ever walked out of in theaters.
Wow, really?
And me and my wife had to sneak into that movie because we weren't even old enough to go see it. Because I think it was rated R.
Yeah, it was.
We snuck in and then left.
You should have walked up. I want my fucking money back. This movie's horrible. You didn't pay a dime for it.
We probably bought tickets to like some cheesy fucking animated movie that was in theaters at the time.
It's motherfuckers like you that made my job difficult as a movie theater manager, so don't be doing that shit.
What did it matter? I still paid for my ticket. I just didn't go to the right theater.
You did, but certain films, there's an occupancy we have to worry about, and people that did that threw off the auditorium counts. So like if with some movies we'd have a cutoff because we didn't want to put too many people in because for spacing reasons. But then like if you oversell an auditorium or undersell an auditorium, it's not showing correct numbers, it throws off seating.
You didn't want to put too many people in.
Oh, Last Night. Nope. Nah, bro. I can't watch that. It's so bad. Last Night is terrible.
I don't even know what that is.
The fifth Transformers.
Oh, Last Night.
Yeah. And then they did Bumblebee, which was like a breath of fresh air. I was like, oh, this movie, like it had heart. The human characters weren't terrible. Like John Cena was kind of clownish in that movie, but he wasn't as bad as some of these other characters.
You wouldn't know because you can't see him.
I figured you couldn't see him the whole time. So, who does he play in that? Who does he play? He
plays like the government guy who's trying to get Bumblebee.
Oh my god, trying to get Bumblebee. We've never seen it.
I was gonna say, I
didn't even watch The Last Night.
Yeah, well, when we get to it, you're gonna be like, fuck.
Like I was not like I watched Age of Extinction because I like the Dinobots, even though they fucked them up in that too.
I think
they all gave. I think they gave them all different names, didn't they? Except for Grimlock. I think Grimlock's the only one that retained.
I didn't hear it. To be honest, I don't remember hearing anyone's name in that movie for the Dinobots other than Grimlock.
Yeah, because it's like Dinobot or Grimlock, Slag. I don't know the rest of them.
Well,
there's a new one coming.
The thing that really pissed me off was in the fifth one, the Dinobots are still there, but they act like fucking actual animals instead of like, don't they transform into like a transformer? Like, aren't they actual fucking birds? And then they transform into the dinosaur instead of a car. But they're actually like they're like in a fucking junkyard and Grimlock's eating a car and they're like, spit that out, spit it out, and he's like a dog, and I was like, I hate this so much.
That's called being disrespectful to your characters.
And this Mark Wahlberg going, hey, put that car down. Hey, does
You better
anybody
put
got a
that
book
card
I
in. I'm
can
gonna come
read?
beat your ass.
Does anybody got a book I can read?
I can't read books. I just look like I read books.
Let's go
Fucking
find some.
libraries. What are
Let's
they
go
good
find
for?
some treasure, Nathan Drake.
But I need you to do all the reading. I'm just the
I don't know. I
connections
just
guy.
have all these books here. I don't actually read them.
You see
Oh,
that map?
God.
Yep, can't read it. You got to tell me where to go.
Listen, Mark Wahlberg was great in Michael Bay's Pain and Gain. Great movie. You should see it.
I'm not seeing that
Remember when we had that in theaters? All I remember is Gangster's Paradise and then Dwayne Johnson.
I just remember watching that movie, and it shows the date that Mark Wahlberg's character gets caught. Like, he's avoiding the cops, and the date that he gets caught by the cops is the day my brother was born.
Oh.
Like, the exact date. I was like, oh,
Nice.
that's funny. I literally messaged him. I was like, oh my God, watch Pain and Gain.
This is all relevant to our love.
You got to
of Bad
watch
Boys.
2 hours of this movie to get to that part, but you'll get there.
I've heard it's pretty good though. I remember people came in and said they enjoyed it.
I
don't,
thought it
I don't
was-
remember it doing like super well, but
I mean, it was definitely a good, like, change of pace from him just continuing to puke out Transformers. I gotta
we
watch
got another new one coming.
2023.
Yeah, he's not directing it though.
He didn't direct the last few, did he?
No, he directed all 5. The only one he didn't direct was Bumblebee.
Mm.
And I know
Yeah,
he's not
'cause
directing
Rise-
this new one.
It's Rise of the Beast. It's gonna be like Beast Wars.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of stuff coming out this month, the season 5 of, is it season 4 or season 5 of Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous, which I'm very excited about. It's the last season. I know it's a kid's show, but it to be honest, I'm more excited about this than watching Jurassic World Dominion again. So
I
can't
watched
even get him to
I
watch
watched a trailer of it. It looks like they jumped the fucking shark. I'm just gonna let you know that right now. I'm not gonna say why. That
did
just
you
looks like
watch
they jumped.
Jurassic World Dominion?
No.
Did you watch Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom?
No. I mean, like legit, like jump the shark. Like more so, almost more so than what's displayed in all the movies. What's that? I don't even know who that guy is.
I mean, I don't see either. Oh, he directed Creed 2.
Who did?
That sounds like a direct to VHS to me.
What, Creed 2?
The new Transformers movie.
The new
Oh,
Transformers,
absolutely not.
the director.
That's the funny thing is, like, people.
That's
I mean,
the
I
only
know
thing
the
I've
Last
seen.
Night didn't make much money, but I know those movies constantly make ridiculous amount of money, and that's. I mean, to be honest, that's the reason why we got 5 Michael Bay's Transformers, was because they made so much money.
I'm
That's
just
kind of why we kept getting
excited.
Jurassic World movies.
That's very true. I just give that movie like a 10-year hiatus and give it to somebody else to fucking make.
Yeah.
Make it R-rated.
Seriously, just do an R-rated Jurassic Park. Go back to the park. Do Jurassic Park again.
Well, what?
Not,
what?
rema-
What do
not
they need to go-
remaking. Hell fucking no,
What?
we're not remaking.
What are they
it.
going to go back to the park for? They always end up at a fucking park.
I know. No, they just need to do, like, really need to do a Lost World movie, but without the end part where they're in San Diego. Like, more of like just like a survivalist type thing. Kind of like what they're doing with Prey, the new Predator movie.
Yeah.
Like, do something like that, but with dinosaurs.
Yeah. But there'll be dinosaur-human hybrids.
Hi, Mike. Hi.
What's
Welcome
up,
in.
Mike? Hopefully you had a good Firth. Girth of July. Independence
Happy
Day.
Independence Day. I mean, Independence Day.
No, listen. No. I'm gonna make a porno
Oh, Jesus.
set in 1776 around the signing of the Declaration of Independence, right? But it's gonna be the porn version. It's gonna be called the Girth of July. That's what's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
Oh, God.
Girth of July.
Hey, is there anything you guys have watched, like, not for the show recently that you guys want to, like, shout out? Like, things that people should be watching?
I don't watch anything. We do. We watched an awesome movie on the 4th of July.
Oh, Independence
We watched Independence Day, and I forgot how much I love
Fuck
that
yeah.
fucking movie. Independence Day is a dope ass movie, dude.
That movie's great. The sequel.
Somebody's
Not
been
so much.
watching Power Rangers.
Who's been watching Power Rangers?
I don't know,
Power
somebody was watching.
Rangers.
Let's can this bitch. I mean, let's can this fish.
Nothing that's new or anything. I started
Uh-oh.
rewatching
Oh, there we go.
Helsing
Whoa, why are you watching that one?
because that's all that's on Hulu.
You watched
don't
Van
watch that
Helsing?
one. That's the shit one.
No,
No.
Helsing.
You
It's an anime.
you watch Helsing Ultimate.
But I can't find.
We'll find you a place to watch. Please don't watch that one. It's a horrid
I
misrepresentation.
watched it,
I know,
and I've read the manga.
but you won't get the comedy with Police Girl. It's all right, dude. It's the show in which our daughter gets her name.
Oh, okay. Cool.
But no, I don't think. I guess like Independence Day is the last big one I can remember. We were supposed to go see Minions, Rise of Gru, but my tuxedo wasn't going to be ready. So I don't know. You probably don't get that meme, do you? I don't understand it, but apparently it's got something to do with tuxedos.
People have been putting like warnings on their theaters about people going to the theater dressed in suits. They're like, we'll pretty much not let you in.
Listen, that is attire discrimination. I have no idea the reason. I don't understand it. Like, but no, we were gonna go watch it. We just didn't end up. And apparently, it did like stupid. It had one of the largest. I think the largest.
It already
opening.
Yeah, it already destroyed Lightyear.
Yeah,
Like,
it was like
in one
125
weekend.
million.
It was fucking ridiculous.
Stupid.
I mean, listen, I don't mind that franchise. I've enjoyed all of them. I think the first Minions was kind of lackluster to me. I've enjoyed the Despicable Me movies. I love Steve Carell, and I think that's why I was like, I was actually supposed to go today, but then I was like, fuck, I don't want to go anywhere after I got home from work.
Gentle Minions. I can't get that out of my head
that's
now.
what they're called. Yeah.
I know. I'll go dressed up in my Beetlejuice suit.
Yes, please do. Do you think they'll kick us out?
Do you think they'll kick us out?
Fuck no.
They all know
I
us.
could probably go in there with a fucking banana hammock and they probably wouldn't kick
Why
me
the fuck
out.
does it matter? Not like
No,
you're walking in there naked.
That's what I'm saying. But anyway, no, I like the first two Despicable Me's. I've not seen the third one, and I enjoyed the first Minions movie, but I like it mainly for the music. Like that's like a big thing for me. There's some decent comedy because, of course, that's what I grew up listening to with my dad and stuff. So I love like 60s and 70s music.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to hear what's in this one. And
Happy?
no, fuck him.
Oh, I didn't even
No,
realize that.
I haven't. Pharrell Williams wrote that song "Happy." Yeah. Listen, it's not my kind of music. Y'all know.
Oh
that.
no, I'm
just,
sick and tired.
I don't. It's not. I don't like hate it, but it's just not anything I'm gonna listen to. I had to listen to that shit today in the car. All right. Anyway, no, I do want to see the kids. I know. I do want to. That's when I was dying, you know. But I do want to see it, but I don't know when we're gonna get around to it because Thor is this week coming up.
Oh my god, I can't believe we've gone almost an hour into this and not talked about Thor: Love and Thunder comes out, and we are definitely doing a fresh cut of that.
Oh yeah.
I plan on seeing it as soon as I possibly can. So you'll be getting the Black Phone at some point, which will be me and my brother, and then of course Thor: Love and Thunder, which will be the three of us. Very exciting.
If it's really busy, Sunday we might have to go see Minions and go see Thor next week, if I can get into Thor. Because if it's really busy, we won't be able to get into it. Because I don't think they're gonna have 3 screens dedicated to Thor, but I don't know how well it's gonna do at this cinema. So I don't know. Well, we're gonna try to see. 'Cause I want to see it too. I mean, I want to see that movie.
I'll see it at some point. I'm not like gonna rush out and go see it. I don't know. I don't care as much.
You're fucking negative, dude.
I'm not being negative. I'm gonna see the goddamn movie.
Listen, dude. Ever since he cut his fucking hair and shaved his beard, he's been an asshole.
Oh, thank you.
That's what I'm talking about.
Fuck you. I'm doing all these shows without you. I can't wait to guest on the shows without all you.
Oh, dude, that'd be amazing if you meant like you recorded it, but then like
say anything.
brought yourself in to like match up with you, like you're discussing with yourself about the movie. That would be awesome.
Oh god. So
Yeah. You have one camera that's just you, and then you have another camera that's a filtered you, and
Yeah.
No,
There you
now I
go.
just have one camera. I can't even
yeah.
use the other fucking camera anymore.
Oh, I know,
Stupid.
we can barely use ours.
I'm buying a new one.
Okay.
Like today. Like when we get done, I'm buying a new
Okay.
camera. I'm fed
Which
up
one
with
you
it. I'm
guys
gonna take it.
getting?
I'm gonna burn this motherfucker. Something expensive that I don't want to spend money on. I'm gonna do it anyway. Because this camera pisses me the fuck off. It's either it's between the Elgato, whatever, face cam, or Logitech has a comparable one. It's like $150. It's a very similar product, and then Abermedia has another very similar quality product around $150.
I might go with I might do the Elgato face cam.
As long as it's better than their fucking capture cards. Holy shit!
That is true. I mean,
Dude,
I use
like-
their mic. I have their Stream Deck.
And we have a Stream Deck too. No, we don't have the mic. We got a HyperX one, but I had their capture card, an HD 60S Plus. Like their nicer, like integrated capture card at the time. I had nothing but fucking problems with that thing. I went back to our old ass Abermedia because it never gave me these issues. And apparently that's not an uncommon thing for those. If anybody that streams that's watching this, I'd love to hear if anybody else has had problems with the motherfuckers.
I like the
I'm not saying they're
Abermedia
bad, but it
Pro
just did
Duo.
not cooperate.
Does do those do 1080 60 frames? Because I know this
Which
one
one?
only does 30 frames.
What? The camera, or
The
capture
camera.
card. I have no idea. I haven't done any. I didn't even know Abermedia had one until like 5 minutes ago. I'm doing some research on it with wife.
I gotta do that too.
Hi, wife.
So yeah, other like I said, other than all of the awesome shows we're gonna be putting out, there are gonna be some podcasts that we're going to be guest starring on. Well, at least me.
Yeah.
Listen, there's
Yeah.
another one. I will ask I don't think they'll care if you come on there.
I'm just fucking with you. I'm gonna go find my own podcast with hookers and blackjack. In fact, forget the podcast.
By yourself.
It's a Futurama reference.
I know. You can go do that by yourself.
I don't know that shit. I'm horrible at blackjack.
The one I have is 4K pass through and records 1080 60. Ooh, very cool, very cool.
Because
Yeah.
we have an old one. We've had that for what, 4 or 5 years? It's
Since
never.
That's the one you bought when you started streaming.
Yeah, so it's been like 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah, well,
Never
that's the
had
camera
problems
that
with it.
stopped working. Was the one I first got when I started streaming. It's kind of trash.
Well, thank you for the input, Rudy. We do appreciate that.
Yes,
Saying
thank you.
you're gonna have to grow up.
Yeah.
Hey, new camera. Spend more money. Commerce.
And blossom
Dead.
into debt.
No, I just we need to live closer to each other so we can just do a podcast in the same fucking room.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds like you got to move out of Massachusetts.
Fuck, not now. I'm not.
No, you don't want no move anywhere right now.
No.
Just build a fort.
It's too fucking expensive.
It's too fucking expensive and just
Yeah.
the country just is.
Yeah.
See, the good thing is though, you don't obviously don't specify because privacy. I don't know where you live in proximity to a big city. We don't have any of those problems because we live in a small community.
I live about 3 hours from Boston.
We live about an hour from Knoxville and an hour from Asheville, Tennessee, or
And I
North
live-
Carolina.
And I live about 45 minutes to an hour from Albany, New York,
Albany,
which is the capital of New York.
New York.
Yacht.
Yeah, wait till the market collapses, then you buy a house.
Yeah.
Thank you. Good. That is actually really good advice. But no, that like we don't like dude,
Then you
like
can't
literally
afford it.
we live in a town of like what 6,000, 7,000 people.
Something like
And
that.
we live just on the outskirts of town. Nobody to fucking worry about. Nothing. Nobody fucks with us. That's it. We just do our thing. Got good internet. They got Taco Bell for her.
Yeah.
We got a Walmart for all of our trailer park supplies. We don't live in a trailer, by the way. It's just a
It
joke.
wouldn't be a bad thing either.
Oh, it would be. I discriminate against people that live in trailers. That and thatched roof cottages.
Considering that's the same from before.
What a
we lived-
difference.
I'm just kidding. There's nothing wrong with living in a trailer.
Wow.
Yes, we did live in one before we moved in our house. When we lived down in the holler, and I did not like that.
Oh, where it flooded every time it rained.
See, I can use that. I've lived here long enough to use that term. Oh,
All right.
we watched. Well, hold on, I gotta say one more thing.
Oh, no,
we
no,
talked
go,
about
yeah,
movies
keep
we
going,
watched.
keep going.
We watched Blue Monkey.
Oh yeah. we did
Yes,
watch
you guys
Blue
did. I didn't get to,
That's-
to catch it, but I did listen to the movie dumpster episode on it.
Yeah. That
Sounds like a
has
very
nothing about the
interesting
MPU in it. Nothing. So if
It
that's
has-
your first,
It has
you're gonna get
one
slapped in the
line
face.
about a blue monkey, and that's it.
That was I know,
There's
but
not
I'm
even a
telling
blue
you,
monkey in it. That's all I know about it.
Yeah.
yeah, dude.
I was like, this is false advertisement.
The movie's not bad. It's not a bad movie first time. It's got some good effects as they talk about. You know, listen to them. Listen to Movie Dumpster talk about Blue Monkey. It's a very interesting film. Very interesting, but not a bad movie. I bought a nice Blu-ray from Red Alert Movies, whatever. They make like movies that don't normally get reproduced. They make high quality transfers and stuff, I guess. I don't know. But it was good. It was worth it. Good movie. So you talked about stuff that other stuff we've watched lately.
That's it.
Yeah, that's fuck yeah, that's it.
I watched The Northmen
Oh yeah.
within the last couple days, and I liked it. I thought it was very. It's one of those movies where I feel a lot of people might not be able to get through it because the dialogue and the graphic nature of it, but it's beautifully shot, and I think the cast they got is fucking awesome. And I mean, just be prepared for a lot of nakedness, you know, a lot of nudity.
Is everybody hanging down?
I mean, it's about Vikings, all right? If you want to know what the Northmen is, it is Hamlet, but Vikings.
Oh.
Not even a joke. It's the same plot as Hamlet, but with Vikings. And I thought it was really good. Robert Eggers is the one who directed it. He did The Witch, and he did The Lighthouse. And I've heard good things about that. So this was my first foray into Robert Eggers, and I was impressed. So
Is anybody complaining about farting? You and your gosh dang farts.
No.
Lighthouse, sorry.
there is a fart scene though in the Northmen. It's not like
two?
that.
2 back-to-back fart.
And you want to know what's funny is that both, so in the Lighthouse and in the Northmen, both fart scenes have Willem Dafoe in it. That's all I'll say. I don't want to spoil anything for anyone who hasn't seen North. It's on Peacock though. If you have Peacock, go watch the Northmen. That's where I watched it.
Whip out your peacocks and go watch Willem Dafoe.
Yeah, do that. Also, I watched the Black Phone, which I will be getting a fresh cut on that at some point soon.
Yeah,
and it's really good, really good. I recommend going to see it in theaters if you can. If you can't, it's a great watch. I actually there's one of the actresses who's in the movie. She put out a tweet, and I responded to her and told her how great she was in the movie, and she tweeted me back, and I was like,
"Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's top tier, dude. We're moving up."
"Woo!"
Next thing, Golden Globes.
I can't wait to
It
talk
was.
about the movie though. It was a really fun watch.
I can't wait till Parker gets invited to like all these things, like to cover like the Emmys and shit, and we're just sitting here at home.
I ain't
Like, Parker, when are we gonna do this fucking podcast? Dude, just waiting for you to get on Discord. I'm at the fucking Emmys, dude. I'm schmoozing.
Guess what? I'm
I'm
talking to Mark
schmoozing
Wahlberg.
here.
Guess what? I'm talking to Mark Wahlberg, and he can't read the envelope.
Oh, dude, it's awesome. He's gonna let me manage one of his Wahlburgers. It's gonna be in my backyard.
Jesus Christ.
Fucking yeah.
Oh my goodness. So everybody, thank you so much. We're gonna end it right here because we're over an hour, and an hour is as far as I was. Oh, wow, that was where I was aiming for, but we went a little over. Thank you to everyone who listens. Thank you for a great month of June. Very excited about July. Like I said, make sure to check out the new podcast we got coming out on Friday, which is Anaconda, featuring Joe Lascola and Sean O'Rourke from Movie Dumpster.
Yeah, it's gotta be our best one yet.
Yeah, it was a blast. So I'm very excited for everybody to see it. Yeah, thank you all for the support and everything, and we'll see you all next time. All right. Bye.
Bye.